English language learners and English language teachers all around the world. Welcome to Beautiful English on YouTube, where we explore poems for English language learning and conversation and writing ideas about the ideas in the poems. Poems are a wonderful way for us to practice listening and also pronunciation. And the ideas of poems can be something interesting for us to talk about and write about as we share our stories about life together here in the world. I'll share the poem as usual 3 times, once in a natural speaking voice for listening practice to spoken language, and a second time a little more slowly. And the third time I'll say the poem and I'll pause, and you'll be able to read on your screen, read the words, and you can listen and repeat. Before we listen to the poem, I would like to introduce the idea or the theme of the poem a little bit to you. Maybe you have noticed the way I speak English, and maybe you can identify where I live or where I'm from by the way I speak. And I have a question for you. Have you spoken with people who are not from the United States? Have you spoken with people from Australia or Canada or England? How do they sound? Do they sound different than I do? And where are you learning English? How often do you hear English around you? English is all around the earth today, so there are many ways that people speak and learn English in the home, in school, and from each other. So English is becoming very international. Sometimes we say world English, and it's very interesting. And also, I think for students, it's fair to say you are learning different kinds of English or hearing different kinds of English very often. And so maybe you're curious about that, and maybe it's something that gives you a question sometimes. A teacher says some words this way and another teacher says words another way. And when we listen to international news, we hear English with many different accents from many different countries. So I encourage you to notice and be curious and not too worried about it, but you will have questions from time to time. And so this gave me the idea to write a poem called Which English? So now we can listen, and then we can think a little bit or write a little bit or talk about the ideas of this poem. I hope you like it. So here's the poem Which English for the first time, spoken a little bit quickly. Which English? Which English will we learn? Which English should we speak? We come from many countries, from north, south, west, and east. Which English will we hear? Which English should we know? We learn in many countries, cold and hot, high and low. Which English do we need? Which English helps us live? We work hard in this world. We have a lot to give. Which English is best now? Which English for today? We need to say so much at home, school, work, and play. Here's the poem a little more slowly for the second time. Please listen. Which English? Which English will we learn? Which English should we speak? We come from many countries, from north, south, west, and east. Which English will we hear? Which English should we know? We learn in many countries, cold and hot, high and low. Which English do we need? Which English helps us live? We work hard in this world. We have a lot to give. Which English is best now? Which English for today? We need to say so much at home, school, work, and play. So now I'll say the poem for the third time, and you will see the words on your screen. And I will speak slowly and I will pause so that you can listen and also repeat. So here we go. Which English? Which English will we learn? Which English should we speak? We come from many countries, from north, south, west, and east. Which English will we hear? Which English should we know? We learn in many countries, cold and hot, high and low. Which English do we need? Which English helps us live? We work hard in this world. We have a lot to give. Which English is best now? Which English for today? We need to say so much. At home, school, work, and play. Now that we have listened to the poem 3 times and had a little chance to also listen and repeat, we can continue to think a little bit about conversation or writing topics from the idea of the poem that comes to me. I have sort of 2 questions for you, and maybe you have other ones. So my first question is, how do you stay strong in your motivation to learn English? You're looking here on YouTube. You've learned enough English to understand this poem and have conversations. So you have some motivation to learn. So it's something to think about. What was your first motivation to learn English? Did you need English to pass a test for school, or to get a job, or because you moved to a new country? And how do you keep your motivation strong? Because motivation can get kind of weak. We have an idea, we want to do something, and we have a lot of enthusiasm, and then it takes a long time to find our way to feel successful. And so sometimes motivation can fall off. We say it can slack. But we want to keep our motivation fresh and strong so that we can learn the things that we are trying to learn in life. And I think that's very connected to this idea that English helps us all feel comfortable as global citizens who can communicate and, say, network with people around the world about climate, about economy, about many topics about health. So many things are discussed and explored and understood in international ways, and often this happens with using English as a first language, as a second or third or fourth language. So English does help us understand more about this changing world, this big world, this very beautiful world that we share together. If you have ideas or comments or stories about any of those ideas about the way English is in the world today, please share them below in the comments. And also, I want to ask you to like the video and share this video with friends or family who are not in school, or friends and family in school. Thank you for tuning into this YouTube channel, and I look forward to hearing from you and perhaps meeting with you in Zoom one day or perhaps in person. So until next time, have a beautiful day.